Hello mga kababayan, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. So the third figure in my Spider-Man Retro Wave review for this week, we have the Spider-Man Armor Mark 1. So I already did a review of first the Symbiote Spider-Man action figure, followed by this Ben Reilly action figure. So a little of the bio of the Mark 1. So let's not tarry, let's get this figure out of packaging. If you want to look up where this design of this action figure is based on, it is from the PS4 game. So just look it over on the internet, and as you could see, the design elements are taken there. Generally, the comic book version is really differently designed. So for this retro wave of Spider-Man action figures, so we have the Ben Reilly, the armored version or the Mark 1, and the Symbiote Spider-Man. So these two would share the same body mold, so they are based from the retro Spider-Man action figure, but this is going to be different. So the points of articulation would be different, especially with regards to scale. These two would scale with each other. They just differ in the head sculpts that were used, but this is a different figure. As you could see, with regards to proportions, very different, while these two would be like mirror images of each other, just different design and color. Let's do a quick 360 of the upper body of the figure. Let's do a quick 360 of the whole figure. So as you could see, it is a really nicely detailed Mark 1 Spider-Man armored figure. So is it short of design, or is it less of a figure from the Ben Reilly or the Symbiote Spider-Man? This is also a good catch or a good find. So just like the other two, this is a good looking action figure. Not crazy poseable, but with regards to the design element, it is really nicely designed. So since I've been raving about the design elements on this action figure, let's talk about it. So take a look at the overall figure, especially how the head is proportioned to the rest of the body. Now, this is an armored version of Spider-Man, so it is really nice to note that with the design, the head is a little bit bigger than the rest of the body, considering that this is a helmet, not a mask. Now, as for the armored pieces, the silver would be the heavily armored areas, so the shoulders would be the armored area. Of course, we expect front plating for protection. We have a little bit of protection on the back, but not so much. So the shoulders are nicely protected. The upper shoulders, we also have plating here. And I also like that the plating or the armor plating which they made for the back symbol, the Spider-Man back symbol, actually is still armor plating. I like how it is not so protruding from the rest of the back. It is just nicely contoured to the body of the figure. So that separate piece is not a really protruding piece. It is just nicely contoured. So with regards to the paint job, the silver areas are nicely painted on this, so no paint issues at all on this copy that I purchased. So the head, perfect. And the rest of the body has texturing. So the texture is all over. The black parts are textured. So as you could see, even on the areas where we have elbow bends or articulation points, we still have texturing on that part. and even molded panel lines. And it is also great to note that, as you could see, this area that is straight texturing, but look at that, the texture on this part is different from this part. So really great job, Hasbro, on this Armored Mark 1. As for accessories, this figure comes with two handsets. So basically, the first handsets that we have is going to be the fist hands or the balled hands. The second handset that we're going to have with this figure is going to be the web slinging hands. So this is going to be the armored part or the outer wrist, and this is the inner wrist. So as you could see, we still have a lot of details on that. And these are the details on the outer wrist of the web slinging hands. So this is the last pair of accessories that this figure would come with. So some web-based trap or of some sort. As to use, well, you just have to make use of your imagination as to utilization of these accessories. For the last part of this review, it's going to be articulation. So for the head, we have side-to-side motion, a little bit of looking up, a little bit of looking down. But because of the design of the helmet, we don't have much looking up, just looking down. As for the torso, we don't have any ball over here, just an ab crunch. But the crunch is clean. We don't have any back humps or we don't have any front humps. We have a cut on the thigh for rotation. The shoulders, the entire length of the arms could move in a circular movement. Side movement, no problem. We have a bicep cut for rotation. Pinless joints. We have rotation on the hand area, and we have a swivel on the handsets that this figure would come with. As for the legs, the leg area could move forward this way, could move sideward that much, has a cut on the thigh for rotation or circulation, pinless knees, 2 points of articulation. We don't have any cut on the on this area over here of the leg for rotation, so that is just one piece. But we have, for the foot, we have a rocker and a swivel. So right out of the box, this figure really depends on the copy that you have, but the copy that I received is good to go. No need to apply heat. So those were my talking points for this Spider-Man action figure. So let's go to the photos and the video shots, and reminding you to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next review.